Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big dilf. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Grrr. It's the MUNFU podcast. Get your money up, not your funny up, dummy. It's Profit, Prodega. We making paper till the sun goes
down.
You know? Yo, listen. Here with my man Screwface John. And we lit.
Or Screwface Gene.
Screwface Gene. Because that's way cooler. Because, like, Gene. But anyways, man, Strictly for the Fans is out now. Make sure you streaming that on all major platforms. Do you dig me? The Dax feature coming soon. Do you dig me? The Script project coming soon. Do you dig me? That Strictly for the Fans merch is out now. Do you dig me? And that MUNFU podcast merch is coming. And that is fire. And you're going to get yourself fly, your kids fly, and all that. You dig me?
We got the top sizes, all that.
Fact though. The onesie, man. Get yourself a onesie, bruh.
Might have to try to figure out how to do one with the trap door on it, man. If we're gonna talk about that. Keep it real.
Like the grown-up ones?
Both, nigga.
Oh, that would be too gutter.
Keep you drip 24 hours. You have no reason.
Fact though. Definitely.
We're gonna come out with Strictly for the Fans soap. Well, keep going.
But yeah, man, we out here. We lit a whole lot of gang shit. You dig me? Yo, what we talking about today, son? What we talking about, son?
What? I say, yo. Today, son. We a video, a little like 30, not even 30 seconds. A little 10-second video of what?
That shit 4 seconds.
Video of Drake and J. Cole together came. And it reminded me of that one video that they did where they went to like Best Buy and bought all the copies of I think it's J. Cole's album, Born Sinner.
Oh God.
So it's weird, but I felt, and I feel like I'm right. I feel like Drake and J. Cole have had issues for a little bit, and then like they just got cool again, like behind the scenes.
It kind of seemed like that. Like that because the way that they were in the video, they were kind of like, "Oh shit, like we're together." Oh, and I was kind of like, "This is definitely kind of like hater bitch in high schoolish, a little bit."
He said, "Who would have thunk it?" So like, I was thinking like, when they first came out, they were put against each other.
Facts.
J. Cole, definitely. He was literally like promoted as like the Drake killer.
Yeah, yup.
Even though it wasn't him doing it, it was everybody else.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So then they come out with Hit It in the Morning. Was In the Morning the first song they did again?
Yeah.
Okay, so they do that. I think that's a classic joint.
Oh, that's a fire song.
It's a classic joint.
Fire song.
And then we really don't hear nothing from them together again, really, do we? Is there another one?
Not that I can think of off top.
Are they even accidentally on the same song together, like Drake and Kendrick on Effing Problems?
I gotta look that up.
They might have worked together, but I doubt it.
I don't think so. I think, Hit It in the Morning was the last song.
So, first and last. So, here's what this means, right? What I was thinking. Drake, well, first of all, 2019 is about to be crazy. Just gonna go ahead and say that. 2019 is gonna be bonkers. Are we gonna get Drake and J. Cole music? Of course. Absolutely. J. Cole is in his feature bag right now, and I think he's really in his show the world I can work with other people bag, too.
Yes.
Because he didn't just do features this year. This nigga got a feature with Moneybagg Yo. J. Cole got a feature with Moneybagg Yo. Why?
Moneybagg Yo fire.
What?
Moneybagg Yo fire though.
I'm not making fun of Moneybagg Yo, but I'm saying like
that's just kind of random.
For someone like J. Cole.
Yeah, that's more of a Drake thing to do.
Think about it. He did a video with Lil Pump this year. The interview, still a video.
Facts.
Moneybagg Yo.
JID. I mean, not that JID. Well, I mean that's his artist, so that's not. I guess so. That's a little bit different.
I feel like there's another random one. Hold up. I know there's another. I'm pretty sure he did one with J-Raw, didn't he? There's another. I know there's another. 21 Savage.
Yup. Random.
Oh, and Black.
Random.
And Black too.
I kind of understand Black though, but he's definitely not a feature artist like that anymore.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, that's what I'm
J.
saying.
Cole used to be way more of a feature artist than he is now.
Yeah, as of last year, compared to this year,
yeah,
he got helly features, and they're not just features. I think they're like strategic features to be out of his wheelhouse. Because if J. Cole and Big Crit come out with a song together, it's like dope, but I mean, definitely
it's
saw that
J.
comment.
Cole and Big Crit, yeah.
But 21 Savage and Yo Gotti, I think he's purposely trying to make
not Yo Gotti, Moneybagg Yo, but I feel you.
Did I say Yo Gotti? Or Moneybagg Yo? So I definitely think a Drake and J. Cole feature don't come.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I feel like that's the thing that Cole kind of been missing. Cole definitely is. I feel like even from really big J. Cole fans, their biggest complaints about him is him always producing his own shit and then him not really having features like that.
But Joe Budden made a good point thing. He said, but these are things that we want to see on a J. Cole project. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't really, if you're going to do all these loose features and then on the next project it's the same, all you produce, you featuring you, then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
That's not really going to solve the issue. It's going to be good luck for the people he did the features for.
To me, I think J. Cole needs that. I think J. Cole is more of a balanced artist when he makes, to me, more like long-living song. Because wasn't there somebody on Can't Get Enough? Who was on somebody was on
Trey Songz.
Huh?
It was Trey Songz, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like just that extra like little push, bro. That shit's a refreshing ear. Like I can't just listen to one nigga just bar me to death for a whole album and not hear any type of. And it's not even bar me to death because J. Cole got songs where he's not just lyrical. Yeah, we have him very conceptual music, but they're very like the same type of tone. We know the J. Cole sound, and the J. Cole sound is cool and it's working for J. Cole. But we want to hear the J. Cole sound with some other stuff. Facto. Because there are greater producers than him. Just take the workload off of him. What if he all he had to do was think about making the music? Bet you the music would be, he ain't got to worry about doing the beat and even if he does, he don't got to construct the beat. I just want to hear J. Cole on other stuff. I want to hear J. Cole on some ignorant beats. I really do. I want to hear him on some Metro. I want to hear him on some Drummer Boy. I want to hear him on some 808 Mafia. I really do, because I'm weird like that. I like that righteous and ratchet. Me too. I like when, like, a nigga like J. Cole is rhyming over Antioch. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've seen you do the deep, spiritual, the sample, the music. I've seen that, but I'm telling you, music, all that. Are you a human being? Do you have a range of emotions? Yeah. Show me that then. Yeah. I don't know. Let me, as a fan, be able to listen to you 24 hours of the day, because I can listen to you when I'm feeling different ways. Let me be able to listen to you on different days and different shit. You know what I'm saying? Not just when it's depressing ass shit. This is random as random gets. But that's my problem with NF. And you probably don't even really know that, but who NF is like that. But my problem with, he is. I just but my problem with him is he's a good rapper, but always like super serious. Bro, you cannot listen to him in a good mood, and to me, that's trash. That is trash. That is absolutely the most generic. To me, you might as well just make every song about money. Then you just as deep. I miss that J. Cole though. I miss that J. Cole. To me, Born Sinner is when he was kind of like teetering on that line where it was like Born Center was still kind of like with the features and stuff. It had a couple, but nothing crazy. And then, but the sound was a little bit different. After that, J. Cole's stuff got really in his like depressed nigga bag, like for real. Like his last, I don't know how many albums, 3 albums dropped after that. KOTD, Forest Hill Drive, and
You said KOTD.
oh, KOD, Forest Hill Drives, and something else. Yeah, man, I miss that because my favorite J. Cole, bruh, was that Sideline Story J. Cole, was that Can't Get Enough J. Cole, was that Dollar in a Dream J. Cole. Like, that shit was fire, bro. That's like, and he was depressed on that too, but I feel like at the time, I guess that's probably just more nostalgia talking then. But like, at the time though, it was still kind of like little upbeat, up tempo more so than now. It's like, to me, I guess it's like really depressing. Really depressing.
I think why, and I don't care, this is hip hop, we're always going to compete and compare. I think why Kendrick is a more superior, or like, even to me, Chance is a more superior artist, as an artist, is because they take me on the whole roller coaster ride that is life. They take me through everything. I can listen to cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stank, I got burned, and that's not even it's just that. Yeah. And then he's got life. That uplifting, that's love. I could feel all of them feelings in work. So they're like artists painting with many different colors. So it's like, if you really nice with 2 colors, at the end of the day, you're using 2 colors, my nigga. You could be really nice with 2 colors, but the nigga who uses more colors is always going to be better than you. He's going to be able to paint more vivid pictures.
I agree with that. I definitely think if he got a Drake feature on the album, on his next album, that would be crazy. That would be a crazy look. Because
do you think J. Cole is afraid to take risks? Do you think it's like his fans that lock him in, or do you think like... Because I definitely be wondering that sometimes. I'll be wondering because his albums be good, but his albums just be so samey.
I think he's more... I think he's just... Honestly, I think he's depressed. And I think he's like very... Doesn't necessarily maybe not know how to work with people, or doesn't really want to at all. Because... I mean, just look at the way he dresses. Like, you can say the niggas, you can comment, be like, oh no, he dresses like that to show that he's real. But it's like, my nigga, listen, you can be real and look like you took a shower this month. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga has literally
a person going through depression.
Yeah, and like, that's like very, very much so what I take from it. And to me, that's like, it's not a bad thing because he might be speaking to a lot of people going through the same shit. But it's like, at some point, he has to take that step to pull himself out of that, or find what pulls him out of that, to get back in a situation where he's now making stuff for more of a universal cause, I guess. Like, I feel like you can only... Because, like, it's like Nas versus Jay-Z. Like... Jay-Z might give you a sad, depressing, a bad song, that's fine. But Nas gives that shit constantly. He's always been giving that since Illmatic. And that's why I feel like if you look at who's looked at on a higher scale, people kind of put Jay-Z higher because he speaks to a more different demographic of people. Like, he can touch different souls. Like, when you just constantly talking about this is bad, this is sad, this is bad, I did this and I did that, it gets redundant after a while to people who don't go through that same shit, especially at a time, you know what I mean? Like,
well, and here's the thing too that I also noticed, that it's not even about people who aren't going through it. It's more dangerous for people who are. Like, when you're going through depression and you just listen to depressive music, it's worse. It's like confirmation bias.
Yeah.
You think it's healing you, but it's really not.
Yeah.
It's making you more. It's enabling you. Is what it's doing.
and it kind of leaves you with like a timestamp too, because when you bumping that kind of shit really hard, when you going through that, and then you go back, that's gonna always remind you of that. You know what I mean? Like even when you're out of
And there's
that.
definitely songs that obviously you listen to. That's what you do. Music helps that. But I think that just as a tangent, when you're depressed, listening to depressed music is actually worse for you than listening to and this is just whatever how you can take it how you take it. But that's why I think like music like Jay's, like people be like, all Jay-Z ever does is rap about, you know, money and cash and this shit. But I'm not gonna lie, H to the Izzo was some shit that helped me through like real life depression. Like that shit makes you feel like, you know what, nigga, let me be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like because it makes you feel like
Cool, nigga.
yeah, it makes you feel like accomplished something. Them songs that are like depressive make you like kind of like make your brain stay in that state.
No doubt. 100%. Like, even if the moment, even if that feeling is temporary of happiness, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
just me though. Because I also can't be stupid enough to act like I could talk about somebody else and how they go through depression. That's just me.
no doubt, absolutely. I mean, I don't think that's how it sounded. I just think that it's just like, even for himself. I don't know. He might not be depressed. He might be the happiest he ever been in his life.
No,
that
I'm not
could
even
just be
saying
him.
this. I'm just saying depressed because, you know, like even artists who, you know, aren't depressed, you can make, you know, depressed music.
Absolutely. I don't know. I don't know, man. What you think, though? What you think? You think he gonna have a Drake feature on his next album?
If not, it's gonna be a Lucy. It's gonna be a loose Drake and J. Cole song that comes out. It's gonna blow up, and J. Cole then might be smart and drop an album this year or next year. Next year. It's weird to say next year when it's like in a few days, but next year, and yeah.
Facts.
And I think it's gonna obviously help his album.
Facts.
But at the same time, I think J. Cole loves that did it without a feature credit too much. I think he loves that shit too much. So maybe he'll drop a mixtape.
Yeah, but he's also doing a lot of features right now. So where do you think these are all Lucy's?
Lucy's are for the other people. None of them are probably going to go on. I think J. Cole likes that accolade too much.
I don't know. I just don't know how long that will last. You know what I mean?
That'll definitely get annoying. He's going to eventually have to work with other people. That's just...
Because Nas definitely dropped
like,
20 albums and niggas only give a damn about one. So...
Shit, y'all put in the conversation below. We've definitely gotten in a bag in this one. Put what you think about if Drake and J. Cole drop, what's going on, if it's going to be hot, whack, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Get your money up, not your funny up. Grr. Whole lot of gang-ish. You dig me?